Have you ever felt the weight of the world pressing down on your shoulders? That relentless pressure, urging you to push harder, move faster, achieve more? Now, what if I told you that the key to unlocking everything you desire lies not in constant striving, but in learning to relax and trust the universe? It sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? We've been conditioned to believe that success comes only through ceaseless effort and struggle. But what if this widely accepted notion is fundamentally flawed? Consider this: when you plant a seed in fertile soil, you dig it up every day to check its progress. You tug at the sprout, trying to force it to grow faster. Of course not. You trust in the natural process, providing water and sunlight, knowing that given time and the right conditions, that seed will blossom into a magnificent plant. Your dreams, your goals, your deepest desires, they are seeds you planted in the vast, fertile soil of the universe. And just like that plant, they need space to grow. They need you to trust in the process, to relax and allow the universal forces to work their magic. But how do we cultivate this trust? How do we learn to relax in a world that seems to demand our constant attention and effort? These are the questions we'll explore together. Think back to a time when everything in your life seemed to fall into place effortlessly. Perhaps you met the love of your life when you least expected it. Or maybe you stumbled upon your dream job without even searching for it. These moments of serendipity, these instances of perfect alignment, they're not mere coincidences. They're glimpses of what's possible when we align ourselves with the flow of the universe. Now, I'm not suggesting we should all quit our jobs and wait for success to fall into our laps. Far from it. What I'm proposing is a shift in perspective, a change in how we approach our goals and interact with the world around us. Imagine for a moment that the universe is a vast, intelligent network, constantly working to bring about the highest good for all. In this network, you are not an isolated individual struggling against the tide, but an integral part of the whole. Your desires, your dreams, your unique talents, they all have a purpose in this grand design. When you learn to relax and trust in this universal intelligence, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities. You become more attuned to the subtle guidance of your intuition. You start noticing opportunities that were always there, but hidden from your stressed and anxious mind. You begin to flow with life, rather than fighting against it. But trust me, I understand the skepticism. In a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable, the idea of trusting in some unseen universal order can feel naive, even foolish. And yet, some of the greatest minds in history have spoken about this very concept. Think of apple falling on Newton's head, leading to the discovery of gravity, or Alexander Fleming's accidental discovery of penicillin. These weren't just lucky breaks. They were moments when great minds were open and receptive to the whispers of the universe. So how do we cultivate this state of relaxed trust? How do we tune into the frequency of the universe and allow it to guide us toward our desires? That's what we're here to explore. In the coming moments, we'll delve into practical techniques for relaxation that go beyond mere stress relief. We'll explore the concept of trust not as blind faith, but as a skill that can be developed and strengthened. And we'll discuss how to align our thoughts, feelings, and actions with our deepest desires, creating a powerful resonance that attracts what we seek. But before we go further, I want you to take a moment right now. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel the tension leaving your body. Feel your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench, your forehead smooth out. In this relaxed state, ask yourself, what if anyone is already on its way to you? What if all you need to do is relax, trust, hold on to that feeling as we continue our exploration? For in that space of relaxed openness lies the key to unlocking the abundant gifts the universe has in store for you. Now, if we move forward, remember this is not a cold, indifferent place. It's a living, breathing entity pulsing with intelligence and love. And you, with all your dreams and desires, are an essential part of its grand tapestry. So let's begin this journey together. A journey of relaxation, of trust, of opening ourselves to the infinite possibilities that surround us. A journey that will lead us not just to the fulfillment of our desires, but to a profound understanding of our place in this vast, beautiful universe. Are you ready to relax, to trust, to receive all that the universe has in store for you? Then let's take the first step on this transformative path. Let's explore how the simple act of relaxation can open doors you never even knew existed. As we step into the realm of relaxation, let's consider a paradox that lies at the heart of human existence. In our relentless pursuit of success, happiness, and fulfillment, we often create the very obstacles that prevent us from achieving these. We tense up, we stress, we push and strive, believing that through sheer force of will, we can bend the universe to our desires. But what if the key to unlocking our true potential lies not in effort, but in ease? Relaxation is not mere idleness or laziness. It's a state of being that allows us to tap into the vast reservoirs of creativity, intuition, and power that exist within us. When we're relaxed, our minds become clear, our bodies function optimally, and we become more attuned to the subtle guidance of the universe. Think of a time when you were completely relaxed. Perhaps you were on vacation, lying on a beach, feeling the warm sun on your skin and listening to the gentle lapping of waves. Or maybe you were engaged in a hobby you love, so absorbed in the activity that you lost all sense of time and self. In these moments of deep relaxation, didn't you feel a sense of connection to something larger than yourself? Didn't solutions to problems suddenly appear as if by magic? Didn't you feel more alive, more present, more you? This is the power of relaxation. It's not about checking out or zoning out. It's about tuning in to the natural rhythms of life, aligning ourselves with the flow of the universe rather than fighting against it. But in our modern world, relaxation has become a lost art. We're constantly bombarded with stimuli, our attention pulled in 1,000 different directions. We've become addicted to busyness, wearing our stress like a badge of honor. We've forgotten how to simply be. The reality is that this constant state of tension and anxiety actually hinders our progress. When we're stressed, our bodies go into fight or flight mode. Blood flow is directed away from our brain's higher reasoning centers and into our muscles. Our vision narrows. Our breathing becomes shallow, and our ability to think creatively and see the big picture is severely compromised. In this state, we're operating from a place of fear and scarcity. We see the world as a hostile place, full of competition and lack. We become defensive, reactive, and closed off to the very opportunities we're seeking. Relaxation, on the other hand, activates our parasympathetic nervous system, what's often called the rest and digest mode. In this state, our heart rate slows, our breathing deepens, and our muscles release their tension. Blood flow returns to our brain's prefrontal cortex, enhancing our ability to think clearly, make decisions, and see connections we might otherwise miss. Moreover, we're relaxed, we're more open to inspiration. Ideas flow more freely. We become more receptive to the subtle nudges and whispers of intuition. We tap into what some call flow state mind, a condition of peak performance where action and awareness merge. And we operate at our highest potential with seemingly effortless ease. But how do we cultivate this state of relaxation in a world that seems designed to keep us tense and on edge? It begins with a simple shift in perspective. Instead of seeing relaxation as something you do after all your work is done, which, let's face it, never happens, start viewing it as an essential part of the process. Just as an athlete understands the importance of rest and recovery in their training regimen, we must recognize that periods of relaxation are crucial for our growth and success. Start by incorporating small moments of relaxation into your day. Take a few deep breaths before responding to that stressful email. Spend 5 minutes in quiet meditation before starting your workday. Take a short walk in nature during your lunch break, leaving your phone behind. As you practice relaxation, you may notice resistance arise. Your mind might tell you that you're being lazy, that you should be doing something productive. This is normal. It's the voice of conditioning, of societal expectations that equate constant activity with worth and value. Acknowledge these thoughts, but don't let them derail you. Remember, by relaxing, you're not avoiding your responsibilities. You're enhancing your ability to meet them. Gradually, as you become more comfortable with relaxation, you'll start to notice changes. Your mind will become clearer. Your emotions will stabilize. You'll find yourself responding to challenges with greater ease and creativity. You'll start to trust your intuition more, recognizing it as the voice of universal wisdom speaking through you. In fact, relaxation isn't just about personal well-being. It has profound implications for our relationships and our impact on the world. When we're relaxed, we're more present with others. We listen more deeply, respond more authentically, and connect more meaningfully. We become a calming presence, created in ripples of peace that extend far beyond our immediate circle. Moreover, a relaxed state allows us to tap into our deepest values and aspirations. When we're not caught up in the frenetic energy of doing, we can reflect on who we truly are and what we want to contribute to the world. And from this place of clarity and connection, we can take inspired action that is aligned with our highest purpose. Now, I want to be clear, it's not about passivity. It's not about sitting back and expecting the universe to deliver everything on a silver platter. It's about creating the optimal internal conditions for inspired action. It's about moving through the world with grace and ease, attuned to the flow of life and ready to seize opportunities as they arise. Think of it like sailing. A skilled sailor doesn't fight against the wind and waves. They work with them, adjusting their sails and rudder to harness the power of these natural forces. In the same way, when we're relaxed and trusting, we can navigate the currents of life with skill and grace, making progress even when the winds seem to be against us. As you cultivate relaxation in your life, you may find that your definition of success begins to shift. Instead of chasing external markers of achievement, you might start to value inner peace, meaningful relationships, and alignment with your true purpose. You might discover that the things you've been striving so hard for pale in comparison to the deep sense of fulfillment that comes from living in harmony with yourself and the universe. But let me ask you this. What if relaxation isn't just a personal practice, but a revolutionary act? In a world that profits from our stress and anxiety, choosing to relax and trust is a powerful statement. It's a declaration that we refuse to be driven by fear and scarcity. It's an affirmation of our inherent worthiness and our trust in the abundance of the universe. Imagine a world where more people operated from this place of relaxed trust. How would our communities change? How would our institutions transform? How might we address the pressing challenges of our time with greater wisdom and compassion? As we move forward in our exploration, I invite you to see relaxation not as a luxury, but as a necessity. Not as something you do, but as a way of being. Allow yourself to soften, to release the tension you've been holding on to. Trust that in this relaxed state, you're not losing ground. You're gaining a whole new perspective. Remember, the universe is not a battleground where you must fight for your desires. It's a collaborative dance, and relaxation allows you to hear the music and feel the rhythm. As you learn to relax and trust, you'll find yourself moving through life with greater ease and joy, attracting experiences and opportunities that align with your highest good. So take a deep breath. Feel your body soften. Allow yourself to relax into the support of the universe. For in this relaxed state, you're opening yourself to receive all the abundance, love, and fulfillment. As we transition to our next topic, carry this sense of relaxation with you. For it is from this foundation of ease and trust that we can truly begin to understand and harness the power of the universe in manifesting our deepest desires. As we settle into this space of relaxation, let's turn our attention to a concept that may seem elusive, even daunting to some. Trusting the universe. What does it mean to trust in something so vast, so seemingly unknowable? And how can this trust transform our lives? Trust is the bridge between relaxation and manifestation. It's the fertile soil in which the seeds of our desires can take root and flourish. Without trust, we remain in a state of constant vigilance, trying to control every aspect of our lives, never truly allowing ourselves to receive the abundance that surrounds us. But trust isn't always easy, is it? We've all experienced disappointments, setbacks, and heartbreaks that have made us wary. We've been told to be realistic, to protect ourselves, to expect the worst. And yet, deep down, don't we all yearn for something more? Don't we all have a quiet voice inside that whispers of greater possibilities? Trusting the universe doesn't mean abandoning reason or responsibility. It's not about naive optimism or magical thinking. Rather, it's about recognizing that we are part of something larger than ourselves, something infinitely wise and inherently benevolent. It's about understanding that the same intelligence that keeps the planets in orbit, that turns seeds into forests, that orchestrates the intricate dance of life itself, is also at work in our lives. Consider for a moment the miracle of your own existence. The precise conditions that had to align for you to be here in this moment. Reading these words, the countless generations that came before you, the exact combination of genes, the specific circumstances of your birth and upbringing. When you really reflect on it, isn't your very presence here a testament to the extraordinary intelligence and creativity of the universe? And yet, how often do we doubt this intelligence when it comes to our personal lives? How often do we resist the flow of life, clinging to our limited perspectives and trying to force outcomes based on our ego's desires? Trusting the universe requires a fundamental shift in perspective. It asks us to release our grip on the illusion of control and open ourselves to the wisdom of something greater than our individual minds. It invites us to see challenges not as punishments or obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and transformation. This trust is not blind faith. It's a dynamic living relationship with the universe. It's a willingness to co-create with life, to dance with the mystery rather than trying to solve it. When we trust the universe, we move from a place of fear and scarcity to one of love and abundance. We begin to see everything, even our struggles and setbacks, as part of a larger benevolent plan. But how do we cultivate this trust? How do we move from intellectual understanding to embodied knowing? It begins with awareness. Start paying attention to the synchronicities in your life, those moments of meaningful coincidence that seem too perfect to be random. Notice how often things work out in ways you couldn't have planned or anticipated. Remember times in your past when something that seemed like a disaster at the moment turned out to be a blessing in disguise. The job you didn't get that led you to an even better opportunity. The relationship that ended, making space. These are not mere coincidences. They're examples of the universe working in your favor even when you couldn't see it at the time. As you cultivate this awareness, you may start to notice a pattern emerging. You might begin to sense an underlying order to events, a hidden logic that transcends your limited perspective. This is the first glimmer of trust, the recognition that there's more at play than meets the eye. From this place of awareness, we can begin to actively practice trust. This might look like taking inspired action without attachment to the outcome. It might mean saying yes to opportunities that scare you, trusting that if the universe has brought them to you, you're ready for them. It might involve letting go of plans that no longer serve you, trusting that something better is on its way. Trusting the universe also means trusting yourself. After all, you are not separate from the universe. You are an integral part of it. Your intuition, your deepest knowing, is the voice of universal wisdom speaking through you. Learning to trust this inner guidance is crucial. It might whisper rather than shout, but its quiet nudges can lead you to extraordinary places if you learn to listen and follow. As you deepen your trust, you may find yourself naturally aligning with the flow of life. Instead of pushing and striving, you'll find yourself being pulled towards your dreams. Opportunities will appear seemingly out of nowhere. The right people will show up at the right time. You'll find yourself in a state of flow, where things unfold with an ease and grace that feels almost magical. Trust is not a one-time decision. It's a practice, a moment-by-moment choice. There will be times when doubt creeps in, when fear tries to take hold. In these moments, remind yourself of all the times the universe has supported you. Remember that you don't have to see the entire path to take the next step. Trust that as you move forward, the way will be revealed. Trusting the universe doesn't mean sitting back passively and waiting for things to happen. It means showing up fully, bringing your gifts to the world, and then releasing attachment to how things unfold. It's about co-creating with the universe, playing your part while allowing space for the greater intelligence to work its magic. I think of it like planting a garden. You prepare the soil, plant the seeds, water and tend to them. But you don't dig up the seeds every day to check their progress. You trust in the natural process of growth. You know that with the right conditions and care, the plants will flourish in the same way. When you trust the universe, you set your intentions, take inspired action, and then allow things to unfold. You remain open and receptive, ready to adjust your course as new information or opportunities arise. You trust that even if things don't work out exactly as you imagine, what does manifest will be for your highest good. This trust extends beyond your personal life. As you cultivate trust in the universe, you may find your perspective on global events shifting. Instead of getting caught up in fear and despair about the state of the world, you'll begin to see the larger patterns at play. You'll recognize that even in times of great upheaval, there's an evolutionary process unfolding. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or avoiding action, but it allows you to engage from a place of hope and possibility rather than fear and reactivity. Trusting the universe also transforms our relationships. When we trust in the greater plan, we're less likely to try to control or manipulate others. We can allow people to be who they are, trusting that everyone is on their own perfect journey. This leads to more authentic, loving connections and a deeper sound. As your trust deepens, you may find yourself naturally drawn to practices that strengthen your connection to the universe. Meditation, prayer, time, and nature. These become not obligations, but joyful opportunities to attune yourself to the greater whole. You might find yourself more drawn to serving others, recognizing that in giving, we open ourselves to receive even more. Now, perhaps the most profound shift that comes with trusting the universe is in our relationship with ourselves. As we relax into trust, we can let go of the need to prove our worth or constantly achieve. We recognize that we are inherently valuable, not for what we do, but for who we are. This allows us to be more authentic, more vulnerable, more fully ourselves. Trust in the universe doesn't mean life will always be easy or that challenges won't arise. But it does mean that we approach those challenges differently. Instead of seeing them as punishments or obstacles, we recognize them as opportunities for growth and transformation. We trust that every experience, no matter how difficult, as we cultivate this trust, we may find our definition of success shifting. Instead of chasing external markers of achievement, we might start to value inner peace, meaningful connections, and alignment with our true purpose. We might discover that the things we've been striving so hard for pale in comparison to the deep sense of fulfillment that comes from living in harmony with the universe. So I invite you to open yourself to trust, to release the illusion of control and surrender to the wisdom of something greater than yourself. To recognize that you are not alone in your journey, but are constantly supported by an intelligent, loving universe. Start small. Notice the little ways the universe supports you each day. Express gratitude for these moments. As you acknowledge them, you'll likely start to see more of them. Gradually, you'll build a body of evidence that strengthens your trust. When doubt or fear arise, and they will remind yourself of all the times things have worked out in ways you couldn't have planned. Remember that your perspective is limited, that you can't always see the bigger picture. Choose trust, even when it's difficult, especially when it's difficult. As you deepen your trust in the universe, you'll find yourself naturally relaxing more into the flow of life. You'll worry less about the future and be more present in the now. You'll find yourself more open to receiving the abundance that surrounds you. And from this place of relaxed trust, you'll be in the perfect position to begin consciously creating the life of your dreams. For trusting the universe is not about passively waiting for good things to happen. It's about aligning yourself with the creative force of the universe and becoming an active participant in the manifestation of your desires. And that, my friends, is where we turn our attention next. How do we harness this trust, this alignment with universal forces, to bring our deepest desires into reality? How do we become conscious co-creators with the universe? As we move into exploring the art of manifestation, carry this sense of trust with you. For it is from this foundation of deep, unshakable trust that true miracles can unfold. Building on the foundation of relaxation and trust, we now turn our attention to a concept that has captivated human imagination for centuries. Manifestation. What if you could bring your deepest desires into reality? What if you could shape your life experiences through the power of your thoughts and intentions? The art of manifestation is not about magical thinking or wishful daydreaming. It's a profound understanding of how we co-create our reality in partnership with the universe. It's about aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our deepest desires, and then allowing the universe to orchestrate the details. At its core, manifestation is based on the principle that everything in the universe is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Our thoughts and emotions emit their own vibrational frequencies, and like attracts like. When we consistently hold a certain vibration, we attract experiences and circumstances that match that frequency. This isn't a new concept. Ancient wisdom traditions have long spoken of the power of the mind to shape reality. Modern quantum physics is now confirming what mystics have known for millennia. That the observer affects the observed, that consciousness plays a crucial role in the unfolding of reality. But if manifestation is so simple, why isn't everyone living their dream life? Why do we still struggle with unfulfilled desires and unrealized goals? The answer lies in the gap between our conscious intentions and our subconscious beliefs. We might consciously desire abundance, love, or success. But if our subconscious mind harbors beliefs of unworthiness, scarcity, or fear, these deeper patterns will override our surface intentions. This is why relaxation and trust are so crucial to the manifestation process. When we're relaxed and trusting, we can access these deeper layers of our psyche. We can begin to identify and transform the limiting beliefs that have been sabotaging our efforts. So how do we bridge this gap? How do we align our entire being, conscious and subconscious, with our desires? It begins with clarity. You must know what you truly want, not what you think you should want or what others expect of you, but what resonates deeply with your soul. This requires honest self-reflection and a willingness to listen to your inner voice. Ask yourself, if you could have or be anything without limitations, what would that look like? How would it feel? Allow yourself to dream big, to imagine possibilities beyond your current circumstances. As you clarify your desires, pay attention to how they feel in your body. True desires will evoke a sense of expansion, excitement, and alignment. If a goal feels heavy or burdensome, it might be coming from a place of should rather than genuine desire. Once you have clarity, the next step is to align your energy with your desire. This is where many people stumble. They focus on the absence of what they want, inadvertently aligning themselves with lack and scarcity. Instead, cultivate the feeling of already having your desire fulfilled. This isn't about pretending or denying your current reality. It's about tapping into the emotional frequency of your desire. If you want abundance, focus on feeling grateful for the abundance already in your life. If you desire love, cultivate self-love and appreciation for the love you already experience. Visualization is a powerful tool in this process. Spend time each day really imagining your desire as if it's already realized. Engage all your senses. What do you see? Hear, feel, smell, taste. The more real you can make it in your mind, the more you're aligning your energy with that reality. But manifestation isn't just about thinking positive thoughts. It requires inspired action. Pay attention to the nudges, the intuitive hits, the synchronicities that show up once you've set your intention. These are the universe's way of guiding you towards your desire. Taking action doesn't mean forcing or struggling. Remember the principle of relaxed trust we discussed earlier. Your actions should feel aligned and inspired, not forced or desperate. Trust that as you take steps towards your goal, the universe will meet you halfway, opening doors you couldn't have anticipated. Another crucial aspect of manifestation is detachment from the outcome. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, if you want something, shouldn't you focus on it intensely? But attachment actually creates resistance. It sends a signal of lack to the universe, implying that you don't trust in its ability. Instead, cultivate an attitude of curious expectancy. Set your intention, take inspired action, and then release it to the universe. Trust that what manifests will be for your highest good, even if it doesn't look exactly like what you initially imagined. Remember, the universe often has plans far grander than what our limited minds can conceive. By remaining open and detached, you allow space for miracles that exceed your expectations. As you practice manifestation, you may encounter resistance, both internal and external. Old beliefs may surface, challenging your new vision. People in your life might question your goals or try to bring you back to reality. This is where your trust in the universe becomes crucial. Instead of seeing these challenges as signs that manifestation doesn't work, recognize them as opportunities to strengthen your resolve and clarify your intentions. Each time you choose your new belief over an old limitation, you're reprogramming your subconscious and aligning more fully with your desire. It's also important to address the role of gratitude in manifestation. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states we can embody. When you're grateful, you're signaling to the universe that you recognize and appreciate its abundance. And this opens you up to receive even more. Make gratitude a daily practice. Begin and end each day by acknowledging the blessings in your life. As you do this consistently, you'll find yourself naturally attuned to the abundance that surrounds you, making it easier to manifest more of what you desire. Another powerful practice is to act as if your desire is already manifest. This doesn't mean being delusional or ignoring your current circumstances. It means making decisions and taking actions from the perspective of your future self who has already achieved this goal. How would you carry yourself if you were already living your dream life? How would you speak? What choices would you make? By embodying this future self now, you're energetically aligning yourself with that reality, making its manifestation more likely. As you deepen your manifestation practice, you may find that your desires themselves begin to shift. As you clear old patterns and align more fully with your true self, you might discover that what you thought you wanted was actually a stand-in for a deeper, more authentic desire. This is part of the beautiful unfolding that comes with conscious creation. As you become more attuned to universal energy, your desires naturally align more closely with your soul's purpose and the highest good of all. It's also crucial to understand that manifestation isn't just about acquiring things or achieving goals. It's about becoming more of who you truly are. Each desire is an opportunity for growth, but expanding your consciousness and your capacity to receive. In this light, even unfulfilled desires serve a purpose. They point us towards areas where we need to grow, beliefs we need to examine, parts of ourselves we need to heal or integrate. When viewed from this perspective, every experience becomes a gift, an opportunity for evolution. As you practice manifestation, you may find yourself naturally drawn to practices that enhance your ability to create consciously. Meditation, energy work, journaling. These become tools not just for personal growth, but for refining your manifestation skills. You might also find yourself more aware of the power of your words and thoughts. The language we use shapes our reality in subtle but profound ways. Practice speaking as if your desires are already manifest. Instead of I want or I need, try I am or have. This simple shift can dramatically alter your vibrational frequency. It's important to address the ethical dimension of manifestation as well. As you recognize your power to shape reality, you also must acknowledge the responsibility that comes with it. Are your desires aligned with the highest good of all? Are they coming from a place of love and expansion, or fear and contraction? This doesn't mean you can't manifest personal desires, but it invites you to consider the ripple effects of your manifestations. How might achieving your goals positively impact others? How can your personal growth contribute to the collective goal? As you become more skilled in manifestation, you may find yourself naturally drawn to use this ability in service of something greater than yourself. You might feel called to manifest healing for the planet, peace in conflict zones, or solutions to global challenges. This is the true power of conscious creation. The ability to shape not just our personal reality, but our collective experience as human beings. Remember, manifestation is not about forcing the universe to bend to your will. It's about aligning yourself so fully with universal energy that your desires naturally flow into being. It's about becoming such a clear channel for universal intelligence that miracles become your new normal. As you continue to practice, you'll likely experience periods of rapid manifestation followed by seeming lulls. Trust these cycles. The quiet periods are often times of integration where the seeds of your next level of growth are quietly germinating. Stay patient and persistent. Manifestation is not always instant. Sometimes the universe needs time to rearrange circumstances to bring about your desire in the most beneficial way. Trust in divine timing, knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you can't see the full picture yet. Above all, approach manifestation with a sense of play and wonder. Yes, it's a powerful tool for creating the life you desire. But it's also an opportunity to dance with the mystery of existence, to co-create with the infinite intelligence of the universe. Allow yourself to be delighted and surprised by the ways your desires come into being. As we conclude our exploration of manifestation, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. How might your life change if you fully embraced your power as a conscious creator? What would you manifest not just for yourself, but for... Remember, you are always manifesting, whether you're conscious of it or not. By bringing awareness and intention to this process, you're stepping into your power. As a co-creator with the universe, you're claiming your birthright to live a life of joy, abundance, and purpose. So set your intentions high. Trust in the wisdom of the universe. Take inspired action from a place of relaxed alignment. And watch in awe as the magic of manifestation unfolds in your life. As we move forward, we'll explore how to integrate these principles of relaxation, trust, and conscious creation into every aspect of your life. How can you bring this awareness into your relationships, your career? How can you use these tools, not just for personal gain, but for the betterment of all? These are the questions that will guide us as we continue our journey of growth and transformation. Now that we've explored the principles of manifestation, you might be wondering, how do I actually put this into practice? It's one thing to understand the concept intellectually, but quite another to integrate it into your daily life. So let's bridge that gap by exploring some practical steps and exercises you can start using right away to enhance your manifestation skills. Remember, manifestation is a skill like any other. It requires consistent practice and patience. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate results. Each time you engage in these exercises, you're strengthening your ability to consciously create your reality. Start with a foundational practice. The gratitude journal, this simple yet powerful exercise, can dramatically shift your energy and open you up to receiving more of what you desire. Every morning or evening, write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. It could be as simple as a warm cup of coffee or a kind word from a stranger. As you write, really feel the gratitude in your body. Notice how it expands your heart, how it lifts your mood. This feeling of appreciation is one of the highest vibrational states we can experience. By cultivating it regularly, you're creating an energetic environment that's conducive to manifesting your desires. Next, let's move on to visualization. This is a cornerstone of manifestation practice. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Now imagine your desire as if it's already fulfilled. See it in vivid detail. What does it look like? How does it feel? Engage all your senses. If you're manifesting a new home, for example, see yourself walking through the front door. Feel the texture of the doorknob in your hand. Smell the fresh scent of your favorite flowers in a vase on the table. Hear the sound of laughter echoing through the room. The more real you can make it in your mind, the more powerful the visualization. Do this for about 5-10 minutes each day. As you finish, take a moment to feel grateful for this experience as if it's already happened. This combination of vivid visualization and gratitude is a potent manifestation tool. Another powerful practice is affirmations. These are positive statements that reinforce your desired reality. The key is to phrase them in the present tense, as if your desire is already manifest. Instead of saying, I will be successful, say, I am successful. Instead of, I want to be healthy, say, I am healthy and vibrant. Write your affirmations down and repeat them daily, preferably more. As you say them, really feel the truth of these statements in your body. If you notice resistance or disbelief coming up, don't fight it. Simply observe it with curiosity and continue with the affirmation. Now let's talk about the power of acting as if. This exercise involves embodying the version of yourself who has already achieved your desire. How would you carry yourself if you were already living your dream life? How would you speak? What decisions would you make? Start small. If you're manifesting financial abundance, for example, you might start by treating yourself to a nice meal or buying yourself flowers, actions that align with your abundant future self. If you're manifesting a loving relationship, practice self-love and treat yourself the way you'd want a partner to treat you. This isn't about pretending or denying your current reality. It's about energetically aligning yourself with your desire, making its manifestation more like. Another essential practice is clearing limiting beliefs. These are the subconscious patterns that might be blocking your manifestations. Take some time to journal about your desire. What fears or doubts come up when you think about it? What old stories are you telling yourself about why you can't have it? Once you've identified these limiting beliefs, you can start to transform them. One effective method is to use emotional freedom technique, or tapping. This involves gently tapping on specific acupressure points while focusing on the limiting belief and then replacing it with a more empowering thought. For example, if you've identified a belief like I'm not good enough to achieve this, you might tap while saying, even though I've believed I'm not good enough, I choose to know that I am worthy and capable of achieving my goals. Remember, these limiting beliefs didn't form overnight and they won't disappear instantly. Be patient and persistent with this practice. Each time you challenge a limiting belief, you're creating new neural pathways that support your desired reality. Let's move on to the practice of detachment. This can be one of the most challenging aspects of manifestation, but it's crucial. Start by setting your intention clearly, then consciously release it to the universe. You might visualize placing your desire in a balloon and letting it float away, or writing it down and burning the paper, symbolically releasing it. Practice saying this or something better for the highest good of all. This affirmation reminds you to stay open to possibilities beyond what you can imagine. It also aligns your desire with the greater good, which can help prevent any unconscious resistance. Another powerful exercise is creating a vision board. This is a visual representation of your desires and goals. Gather images, words, and symbols that represent what you want to manifest. Arrange them on a board in a way that feels inspiring to you. Place your vision board somewhere you'll see it daily. Each time you look at it, take a moment to connect with the feeling of your desires being fulfilled. This consistent visual reminder helps to keep your desires at the forefront of your consciousness, aligning your energy with their manifestation. Now let's talk about the importance of inspired action. While manifestation involves a lot of internal work, it also requires you to participate actively in the creation of your reality. Pay attention to intuitive nudges or ideas that come to you after setting your intention. These are often the universe's way of guiding you towards your desire. When you feel inspired to take action, do so promptly. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. Remember, these actions don't have to be big or dramatic. Often it's the small, consistent steps that lead to the biggest transformations. A helpful practice here is to ask yourself each morning, what's one thing I can do today to move closer to my goal? Then make sure to do that one thing no matter
Welcome to all my channel. You tired of wondering what you tired to letting yesterday possibilities? Here's the truth, and I mean, it's not something you first letting holding on that holding on it actually was holding neighborhood the more as they but his daddy walked but next 20 years trying to prove was not even there 20 years that's 73 days is of loving somebody instant of you get who are living in your head you are not paying not contributing nothing just walking it's the time land road of your own mind Some of your pain has become. It's like old cannot you know how to fit.